Welcome to Crochet Avenue. In this video I will show you how to crochet this very cute tulip book cover. So as a reference for you, the length of my book is 22 centimeters or 8.5 inches, and I would recommend doing this tutorial for hard book covers. We start with making a slip knot. Then we take our hook and insert it into the loop. Now we have to crochet an amount of chains that has to be a multiple of 3. And has to go around the book like that, plus approximately 2 centimeters over the edge on the right side. After that, we have to add 2 more chains. For the first row, we're going to skip this first stitch, and then we're going to make 1 single crochet into the second stitch. And for that, we insert the hook into the second stitch, yarn over and come out, and then we yarn over again and pull through both loops on the hook. And now we're going to make 1 single crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. This is the last stitch in which we're going to work our last single crochet for this row. And with that, we have finished our first row of single crochets. For the second row, we have to chain 1 and then turn the project around. And now we're going to work 1 single crochet into every stitch of the previous row. So here I'm making the first single crochet into the first stitch. Now I have arrived at the last stitch in which I'm going to work the last single crochet of the second row. For the third and fourth row, we're going to repeat the same steps. So we chain 1, turn the project and make 1 single crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. When we have finished with row 4, we're going to attach the green color for the leaves of the tulips. For that we have to grab the green yarn and pull it through the loop on the hook. Then we pull the white yarn as much as we can. And then we're pulling the green yarn so that the loop on the hook gets smaller. Now we cut the white yarn and we leave enough to sew in the ends. With our green yarn, we're going to chain 5. Turn the project. Then we're going to make 1 double crochet into the first stitch. For that we have to yarn over, then insert the hook into this first stitch, yarn over again and come out. Now yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. That's how you make a double crochet. Then we skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then we're going to work 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Then we chain 2, and then we make 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. Now we repeat the same steps. We skip 2 stitches, then we make 1 double crochet into the 3rd stitch, chain 2, and make 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. We're going to repeat these steps until the end of the row. Now we're going to attach the pink color for the tulips. We grab the pink color and pull it through the loop on the hook. Then we're going to pull the green yarn and cut it. We pull the pink yarn so that the loop on the hook gets smaller. Now we chain 3. And turn the project. Into the first chain 2 space of the previous row, we're going to crochet 5 double crochets together, and for that we crochet our double crochets as usual, except we only pull through the first 2 loops on our hook. So once again, we yarn over, insert the hook, then yarn over and come out, then we yarn over and only pull through the first 2 loops. Now we already have 2 double crochets, and we're going to repeat this until we have 5 of them. So now we have made 5 double crochets, and now we yarn over and pull through all 6 loops on the hook. And that's how we crochet 5 double crochets together. Then we chain 2. And then we're going to repeat the same for the next chain 2 space of the previous row. We yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over and come out, yarn over and pull only through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over and come out, and only pull through the first 2 loops. And now we are going to repeat this until we have 5 of them. Now we have 5 double crochets and 6 loops on the hook, and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 loops. And then chain 2. We're going to repeat crocheting 5 double crochets together into every chain 2 space of the previous row until the end. For our last tulip, we only yarn over and pull through all 6 loops on the hook, and then we don't make 2 more chains. Now that we have finished with our first row of tulips, we're going to change to the white yarn again. And for that, we grab the white yarn and pull it through the loop on the hook. Then we pull the pink yarn and cut it. Now we pull the white yarn again so that the loop gets smaller. Then chain 1 and turn the project. We make one single crochet into the top stitch of the tulip. Then we make 2 single crochets into this chain 2 space of the previous row. Then one single crochet into the top stitch of the next tulip. Then 2 chains again into the next chain 2 space. Repeat these steps until the end of the row. For the next row, chain 1, turn the project, and then make one single crochet into every stitch until the end of the row. And this pattern is the same that we did for the first 4 rows. So for my book cover, I started out with 4 rows of white yarn, then 1 row of tulips, then 2 rows of white yarn, then 1 row of tulips again, and then 8 rows of white yarn, and then in the middle 1 row of tulips again, and then I just repeated the first rows on the other side. Make sure that the book cover goes a little bit over the edge, like half a centimeter at the bottom as well as at the top. So my book is bigger than the usual books, so you might have to crochet less white rows right here. What's important is that when we start out with an even number of white rows, we have to keep it that way. So for all the other white rows, we always have to crochet an even number of them. And that's because the tulips look different on each side, and we want them to look the same. Now we have to sew in the ends, and I want this side to be the front of my book cover. So I have to turn it around and sew in the ends on this side. After we sewed in the ends, we're going to fold the side of the book cover after the third tulips, like that. Then we're going to pick it up like this, and we're going to fold the front piece half a centimeter in and hold it together like that. And then we're going to sew it together. And then we're going to repeat the same procedure for the other side. So we fold the front piece in like that, about half a centimeter, and then we hold it together and sew them together. So that's how it should look like after sewing it together. And then we're going to repeat this for the other side.